Cafe, 1401 Oceanfront Walk.
Show. And I'm your host, Leopold Jeans, the Big OG, broadcasting live here on CRN Digital Talk Radio, baby. And we're having a ball here on the Original Sports Show, spitting that sports fire, talking sports, life, and love, because that's what we do best. That's what we do on the Original Sports Show. That's what keeps us OG, baby. Yeah, bump that, bump that. And did I say happy birthday to the Marines? If not, I want to say it again. Happy birthday, Marines. That's right, baby. We love you all. That's right. Keep up the good fight, baby, because that's what we do. A force in readiness. And I'm going to tell you a Marine Corps story in our last segment, and we'll get into that. But I do want to talk a little bit about the NFL a little bit more here, being that I'm coming off of a 10-3 week and a 10-4 week and another 10-3 week respectively. So we are on a roll here, and we want to give you our NFL locks in this segment as well. But I'm watching a few things on the NFL, and one thing that just sticks out to me like a sore thumb is the protection of Andrew Luck. It's like ridiculous. You can't hit this guy. What is he, the new Queen of England? Give me a break. And you guys showing these penalties and these hits in slow motion doesn't do justice to the game. Try being the guy running full speed, hitting Andrew Luck, and then you slowing that hit down and going, oh, you ducked your helmet a little bit at the last split quarter of a second. Give me a break. You guys are a joke. Show the penalties in real time and look at them in real time. Because if you show things in slow motion and analyze them in slow motion, penalties and stuff like that, you're always going to find something wrong. You're going to be slowing the game down and nitpicking at the game and softening the game of football. I'm starting to get disgusted with this. Why not just play soccer? Give me a break. You guys are ruining the game with these ridiculous calls on these quarterbacks. Andrew Luck popped right up after all of those hits and went right back to the huddle and shook the defender's hands a couple of times. Michael Vick gets hit like that 5 to 10 times a game, and there's no flags going anywhere. So give me a break, and there is a difference. I'm just bringing it to your attention because that's what I do on the Original Sports Show. Andrew Luck is not the new Queen of England, okay? And what's this talk about Jerry Jones being in the way of his football team, the football team that he made the most valuable football team in the NFL? Give me a break with that, too. This is the Give Me a Break segment. Jerry Jones is not in the way. It's his team. He can't be in the way of his team. Are you kidding me? That's like you saying, oh, get out of the way. Let me raise your kid for you. You're in the way of your child being raised. Let me take care of your kid. No. What's he going to do? Hire a general manager so that he can fire him? Jerry Jones knows what he's doing. I do think his allegiance to Romo is a little more than it should be. And he should be a little more cutthroat with that because he's living and dying by Romo. Romo's a great QB, but the Dallas Cowboys lack is an attention to detail, and it's clear as day when you watch them play. That's why they lose by the smallest margins, is because of their coach. They could use a new coach. That's no question about that. And let's move on to the Philadelphia Eagles. And all I got to say about the Philadelphia Eagles, folks, is this. It's not the Eagles' defensive coordinator. It's the Eagles' defense. Give me a break. You guys are killing me with that. It's their defense. It's porous. Lots of holes, and they're being exploited. And we're going to go ahead and get into our NFL locks here. We're going to go ahead and get into our NFL locks on the OG Sports Show, baby. We got any music to bump for our OG locks? All right, yeah, that's good. Let's do that. Coming off 10-3 on the Original Sports Show, baby. We've got New England hosting Buffalo. I'm going to go ahead and take the New England Patriots on that, baby. No question about that. We'll move right into that. The New York Giants at Cincinnati. Cincinnati's been playing great, but they won't have enough ammo to take on the New York G-Men, the G-Men of New York, a team that's very formidable. It's going to be there at the end. They know how to win the close games. They know how to win the big games. Take the Giants over the Bengals. Then we got Tampa Bay hosting the San Diego Chargers, a team that you don't know what's going to happen when you look at the Chargers. They're good, but they're not good enough, and I like Tampa Bay at home. I think they're one of those teams on the rise that's going to make a run in the second half of the NFL season. Next up, we got the Denver Broncos at Carolina. Carolina played great last week. I love how they look. They were due for a victory. But the Denver Broncos is the team that I picked to go to the Super Bowl. And I said it July 17th, Broncos-Bears Super Bowl. And I'm going to go ahead and take the Denver Broncos over Carolina on the road because Peyton Manning is the man, baby. And then we got Miami, one of my sleeper teams, hosting the Tennessee Titans. Man, I love how Miami's playing. I love it. They're great. And there's a little rivalry going on between them and Tennessee. Reggie Bush just juked the hell out of everybody last week with that beautiful, spectacular play. His legs are he's starting to feel that gridiron, baby. I like how Reggie Bush is looking. And I'm going to go ahead and take the Miami Dolphins over the Tennessee Titans at home. Then we have the Atlanta Falcons. Woo-wee! Brah! What you got to say about them guys? You know, going on the road to take on New Orleans, man. I'll tell you what. I'm thinking Atlanta's going to have to lose eventually. But New Orleans, you know, without Sean Payton, oh, man, that's a tough thing, man. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, that's like losing your daddy in a drive-by. It's a tough year for New Orleans. But I'm going to go ahead and take Atlanta over New Orleans on the road at home. The Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Detroit, you don't know what you're going to get. And they're going on the road. I'm taking Minnesota over Detroit, and I know all my family in Detroit is going to be upset about it, but a man got to do what a man got to do. Then we got the Seattle Seahawks hosting the New York Jets. I really like this game right here. And oh, wow, that's a tough one. I've been a fan of Seattle. They've been money all year long. And we're going to go ahead and give you that pick, that NFL lock, when we come back on the Original Sports Show. We're going to go ahead and give you the rest of our NFL locks on the Original Sports Show when we come back. We're going to pay some bills, baby. Ha, 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 ha. Brah. Happy birthday, Marines.
Attention business owners, if your company is having trouble paying its bills, there are many ways your creditors can hurt you. They start by calling you at work, then at home. Then they call other family members that guaranteed payment. They can sue you, take your assets, freeze your bank accounts, and threaten your very way of life. If you don't handle these matters properly, you could lose everything. The good news is that you don't have to live like this anymore. Corporate Turnaround has helped thousands